Joe, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. Fiel just published your book, Puritan Reformed Spirituality. And some people think that Puritans were all dead guys that have no emotions, that kind of character that people think. But they value like spirituality and being pious. So please tell us a little bit about the book and why it's important to read it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. What I did in the book is I first of all looked at John Calvin and said, Calvin's motivation for all of his writing was really to promote piety, not just head knowledge, but also heart knowledge. In fact, he wrote several times that the only reason he wrote the Institutes was to promote piety. And in the original edition of the Institutes, the subheading included the word piety twice. So Calvin really set the tone there among the reformers. And then I've traced that theme of piety and spirituality down into the English Puritan movement, into the Dutch Further Reformation movement, and then into the Scottish Covenanter movement. And then I look at three major areas today in the church, particularly focusing on the need for holiness and piety today in the church and what that would look like in the closing chapters. But I'm trying to combat this idea that to be pious is something negative. It can be negative if it's legalistic or abusive, but we can't throw the word piety to those who abuse it, but we've got to retain it and say, godly piety is critical. In the Old Testament, godly piety is primarily referenced by the term fear of the Lord, which is the beginning of wisdom. In the New Testament, it's the word godliness. We're to be like God and reflect God. So piety really is an approach to God and to my daily life in which I'm living my life in the fear of God, seeking to imitate the Father, seeking to have the mind of the Son, and seeking to follow the Holy Spirit by following the Scriptures. So I'm glad Fiel has done that book, and there's another book. I've done 3 books really that are companions to round out this theme. Meet the Puritans has been done by another publisher, PES, and then my third book is the one with Mark Jones on a Puritan theology. That's being done right now by Vida and should be out next year. Yeah. So Meet the Puritans does all the biographies and the bibliography, what books the Puritans have written. Puritan theology says, here's their area of teaching in 60 different areas. Puritan Reformed Spirituality just focuses on one major area, the area of piety.
Thank you, Joe.